What's up everyone, Mr. Cam here, coming to you straight from Chicago. Behind me is McCormick Place, home to IMTS 2024, one of the biggest and most influential industrial trade shows in the USA. If you are in the digital manufacturing and CAD-CAM tech, this is the place to be. But hey, I get it, not everyone can make it to the show. So I walk through nearly every CAD-CAM booth, talk to companies' reps, and hit them with these 4 key questions. There was a lot to cover, so I split it into 2 episodes. In this one, we're checking out Autodesk, BobCAD-CAM, Cimco, GibbsCAM, HCL CAMWorks, ESPRIT by HEXAGON, and hyperMILL. Part 2 is coming soon, featuring MasterCAM, Predata, RobotMaster, Siemens NX, SolidCAM, Tabis, TopSolid, and VeriCAD. So stay tuned. If this is your kind of content, hit that subscribe button, and if you are feeling it, drop a like. Let's get into it.
My name is Casey. I'm with Autodesk Fusion Operations. So this is Autodesk Fusion Operations. It's a newer product to Autodesk to capture live shop floor data from inventory to production tracking to machine monitoring. This software was developed 10 years ago. It was a recent acquisition by Autodesk. It's been branded now into the Fusion family for Fusion Operations. It does have a connection, a built-in integration with Fusion 360, yeah. So live production tracking through the tablet, right? Being able to track live work orders from the tablet. Also being able to monitor machines. What's up, what's down, what's running, what's available. Also our traceability and capacity planning. So the future of this product, it was acquired in the connected factory space from design, engineer, make, and now manufacture, right? To kind of connect the entire shop floor.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Rojas. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing here at BobCAD-CAM. We are a CAD-CAM software that doesn't work with a third party. So we don't have a distributor network. We pass the savings to the customer. We have software that it's just as capable as any other CAD-CAM system in the industry, with all the features like equidistance toolpaths, flow line, tricordial, all included in our package, you know, but with a reasonable price. I think more than features is the way we work. Our latest version, V37, we added 130 feature requests from customers. Okay. So just in that, we added 5 features to keep the tool down because they were complaining how the tool will move from one position to another. So that the ability to change the feed rates on your toolpaths, so you can reduce your tool wear and run your machine as fast as possible. And we have really good finishing operations. So that's basically what we're gonna be offering to customers with training, support, everything included. We don't have the fancy booth, you know, but we take care of the manufacturer, you know, the small shop that is out there that is looking for a CAD-CAM system that is not $20,000, you know, but that they can do everything they need. I have done a couple of interviews here of customers that started small with us, and now they're doing multi-blade cutting. So that's what we do. We help the little guy get and become that big company, and that's how we survive. It's a good question because we want to keep taking care of the little guy, but every time more, of course, those customers are becoming big guys, you know. So we are investing in a lot of functionality to be able to keep competing with the big guys, you know, with Autodesk, with MasterCAM, and I think we will be able to keep competing on that level, but still giving a good price and reasonable price for the small shop that's just getting started. It's hard to say, you know, AI, there's a lot of things that AI will do. I think it's pretty too soon to tell, you know. I actually met with the people that are working on the AI. I think I forgot their name. But I believe this still requires a lot of people thing, like analyzing a part, maybe finding a trick or a way to do something. It's not something that AI, it's ready now. It doesn't mean it's not going to be ready in a couple of years, but I don't think it's something that's going to dominate the market today.
I'm Jeremy. I'm in the West Coast region for Cimco Americas, and here is our MDM software. So this provides control over all of your manufacturing documents. So we've got here is a web client version, so you can see this is our MDC Max web client. So here you can see machine data real time as the machine is running. Here you can see this is our MDM. You can see the documents inside. We got our tool list, setup sheets. And you can have the CAM file as well as any pictures. And this provides version control and monitoring and auditing as well. So we got our DNC Max software, which is machine communication. So that's to and from our NC-based software, which is a lighter version of this for just the NC files themselves. We also have a machine simulation, which is a very robust simulation of the G-code on the actual machine. So we build a simulation of the machine. Our Cimco Edit comes with a lighter form of this in our back plotter, so you can see just the lines for the G-code itself. Control over versions, security, and just reliability. Well, we're actually going to be releasing, hopefully next year, a new product called the OT Max. So it's going to be a physical box that will keep your company network separate from the CNC machine network.
My name is Vic Baker. I'm Global Development Manager for GibbsCAM. Been with GibbsCAM 3 years this stint and 10 years before. So IMTS, as well as the overall strengths of GibbsCAM, where we focus a lot on MTM, Swiss and 5-axis. We also just released on Monday GibbsCAM 2025, and so we're showing that. A lot of nice features in that. We're owned by Sandvik now, so we're showing some of the new technology of Sandvik, including octi-threading, which is a special way of threading parts on a lathe. We're also showing our new AI introduction, which is actually being shown right now to some GibbsCAM customers. So as part of Sandvik has invested in a company called Up to Parts, and we are showing the first release of Up to Parts on the GibbsCAM booth here today. So they're probably some of the main features of 2025 that we're introducing. So we cover all the disciplines of CAD-CAM. So we do all the basic milling, all the basic turning. We've had a very strong milling and turning package for a long time. We're primarily focused on the production market, and we've had a very good MTM, multi-task machining, and Swiss product for many years, and we're really starting to focus on that in a much bigger way these days. We're finding a lot more Swiss companies are moving away from those simple parts and becoming much more complex, and so that's a lot of focus. As I say, we've had a very good package that we've simulated for a long time, also supporting a lot of the newer technologies. So again, we're like the Sandvik. You can see some of the tools here, this Y-axis tooling technology that's here, cutting these kinds of parts on the lathes. And so we're focusing on that high-end technology, supporting Sandvik in the newest and greatest tools that are coming out online. A few words about AI. So obviously it's in very early stages in terms of what it's doing with CAM, and actually we're doing it in two things. We're also introducing in 2025 AI Copilot. So we're the first people to introduce Microsoft Copilot into our software for the help features, so you can ask the AI chat GPT type questions, but then on the front end with Up to Parts, it will take a CAD file, it will take all the PMI data, it produces a package that then we press a button, transfer it into GibbsCAM, and then the machining operations are created. Overall, we're not sure where it's going. I don't think anybody is at this stage. We're certainly talking to the other AI people. We've talked to Cloud NC. They're developing a third-party application for us, as is Lambda function. So we definitely know it's the future. With the lack of machinists, obviously, we need to help these shops program parts faster. Obviously, we're starting primarily at the simpler parts and getting those on the machine and cutting those, but there's no doubt it's the future of where CAM is going. Well, that's a very good question. So again, certainly focusing a lot on the upper technologies. There's so many things going on. It's hard to say what happens in 3 years, but we're certainly working on a hybrid program right now. We actually did 6 years of research and development with hybrid program. We shelved it for a couple of years. We're starting to look at reintroducing it, so that will be a big thing for us. I think a lot of focus certainly on the AI and making sure we're integrating that and making sure it can work with more and more parts of our software. Early days will be milling, then simple turning, but ultimately, obviously, we want to be able to take a complex Swiss or MTN part, 5-axis part, and do a lot of the work with it. And I think that's a lot of where we're aiming is integrating that software and fine-tuning where we need to there.
My name is Mark Bissell. I'm the Senior Applications Engineer with HCL CAMWorks. At IMTS, we are showing the latest version of HCL CAMWorks. CAMWorks runs right inside SolidWorks. It's fully integrated inside SolidWorks. And it uses automatic feature recognition and intelligence-based machining to create CNC programs right inside SolidWorks very quickly, much faster than most CAM systems. Automatic feature recognition, intelligence-based machining, and probably the simulation also, full machine simulation using CAMWorks Virtual Machine and directly from the G code. Oh, absolutely. CAMWorks is essentially AI-based. It uses a technology database, we call it, to generate programs, CNC programs very quickly. It also allows users to capture their best practices back into the database so that the system learns as you go, as you develop programs, and then create CNC programs based on your best practices. The primary difference is the feature recognition. Automatic feature recognition can recognize over 20 different types of machinable features. It's very fast. It also, another major difference is the intelligence-based machining, the AI-based technology database that's underneath, or underlying technology database that allows you to capture your best practices, as I mentioned. So we use the VoluMILL high-speed machining and VoluTurn as well. We now include VoluTurn. And I say include, it is an add-on, I should be specific. It is an add-on that you can purchase for the CAMWorks. And it is, both VoluMILL and VoluTurn are very good. The VoluMILL is the best high-speed milling, rough milling technology that's available. In 3 years, so I think we'll continue to advance. We're in the process of developing the Swiss turn, so we're adding that to the product as well. We'll continue to add more capabilities to the product and leverage more AI as well to develop the product further. Absolutely. I mean, the fully integrated CAD-CAM is the future. I mean, one of the key features about the integrated CAMWorks inside SolidWorks is that if a design change occurs, the toolpaths will update automatically. So it's fully associative to the design model. And that is definitely the future of CAD-CAM. It makes no sense to have separate CAD and CAM systems and translators and having to maintain two different CAD and CAM files. Instead, you can just have a single integrated CAD-CAM file with all the CAD and CAM data. And we also do work with MBD data and PMI data now as well. So that's very important in the future. We'll see more models with the PMI data, the dimensions, tolerances, surface finishes on the models as well.
Business units aren't like, yeah, the business units aren't like
My name is Olivier Tenos. I'm the product manager for the ESPRIT product line at HEXAGON. So At IMTS, we are releasing the HEXAGON production machining suite, a suite of software for production machining, including ESPRIT, ESPRIT Edge, HCAM, Designer, which is CAD for manufacturing, adding capability to our solution. We have HCL for G-code verification and optimization, and we have Datanomics for production monitoring, machine monitoring, and getting insights from your production for improving the processes. So the little story is that ESPRIT Edge used to be ESPRIT TNG. ESPRIT TNG was never really an official name. That all our marketing was about ESPRIT. And it was an internal code name that became more than we wanted. And therefore, with the acquisition with HEXAGON and the integration in the portfolio, we changed the name, and we also added some DNA of HCAM inside ESPRIT. So therefore, the new name is ESPRIT Edge. So you have some cycles in ESPRIT Edge that are coming from HCAM. The digital twin approach, that is really revolutionary in a sense that we all talk about digital twin, but ESPRIT Edge does things differently. In a sense, the traditional CAM system, the digital twin will be either at the end when you post-process, or at the beginning, but then all the decisions are based on the machine you've selected. That makes the programming very inflexible. With ESPRIT Edge, the digital twin is at the center of the system. The system has knowledge of all the capabilities of the machine. It's not the user taking the decision for the machine, it's the system taking the decision to adapt to the machine. So the advantage is that you can swap the machine, you can do a lot of changes in your setup, and the programming is automatically updated without reprogramming the parts. So that's the number one, digital twin. AI is a big theme in ESPRIT Edge. We use AI for the machine awareness in a sense, so to adapt that program, the program to the machine. We have a linking engine that automatically generates all the transition between processes. And we have AI, we have machine learning that is coming into ESPRIT Edge. So automatic process prediction using machine learning technology. And the third one, I will say, that will be our capabilities in 5-axis. So very advanced 5-axis available in ESPRIT Edge. The big thing there is that it's all developed in-house, being our digital twin technology, our AI technology, and our 5-axis technology. Everything is developed by HEXAGON, all proprietary by HEXAGON. And there we have great performance and capabilities with our 5-axis for circle segment tooling and this type of a new, more modern way of machining in 5-axis. The development of AI is one thing, and expanding the capabilities to Swiss is a thing coming in the near future.
Hi, I'm Alan Levine with Open Mind Technologies. We're at IMTS 2024, booth 133351. At the show, we're known for our hyperMILL CAD-CAM product, sort of famous for being a 5-axis high-performing software. Within that, today at the show, or this week at the show, we're looking at components with very high surface finish due to some new techniques, identifying the topology of the parts and point spacing improvements, and these are the kind of results you want to get. We also have a simulation tool that are available at our demo stations, virtual machining where we're simulating G-code. We're only releasing it after the necessary collision checks, so we don't want people bringing the wrong file to a machine. And within this virtual machine environment, we have a optimizer function where we can take and calculate during the post-processing step safer connections, closer connections, rewinds when they're needed. And together we have a very safe process. Typically what you see, what you get, is what everybody wants. Top 3 features. It's different for everybody, but for you, the top 3 features, it's easy to use, it's very intuitive. Everybody says easy to use, of course. So you start there with the environment for a worker. The results are stable, We check them as we just talked about with a virtual machine, but ideally we're making a good tool path that you're only confirming. We really don't want to be finding errors, so we have high collision control. Is this number 2 or is that number 3? That's number 2.
Okay.
And the post-processors, the connection to the machine, totally solid. AI is a topic that for us is probably coming next year. We'll talk about it when it's real. A lot of the AI buzz is really just a buzz. So to many people, or to us, what we see is automation, a really good thing, but AI is a true learning environment, where as you get more and more experiences, different kinds of parts, it's growing. So we have this in our development, and when we package it up nicely, we'll bring it to the market. So we want people to learn, and as they grow, we want to analyze pre-existing parts, but some aspects of those parts. And again, through a database, through a chatbot, a hyperMILL chatbot, we're going to have an intelligent system. So this is coming. Call us in 6 months, a year. No, not entirely. We don't think it's going to be a long time till the human factor and the skill sets aren't needed. The AI will learn, but you still want to. You're going on expensive equipment. A little strong human factor is a good thing. Depending on the application, in many cases, yes. But in some cases, there's other products that have other features. For many of our customers seek one software for the entire shop. So we start and we're successful with a 5-axis. We get to enter the shop, and then we apply to other machines. And this happens in many cases where they're comfortable to use hyperMILL throughout the shop. We have natural organic growth. We develop most of our product ourselves. Just talking to a customer 10 minutes ago, all the new versions have a high volume of new technology. It's a very continuous development, and we're helping to be the top and continue to be the top. I think the future is good. So, quick story, 10 years ago maybe, give me a toolpath. And we gave them a toolpath. Today that's not enough. So we give them a toolpath. We handle probing, we interface to other technologies through interfaces, through Python in the near future, the simulations. So as we look at a bigger world, then we're in the environment of what we think people are looking for today.